Welcome back to Further Solutions Academy. Further Solutions Academy. I encourage us more to share and also subscribe. If you have not subscribed before, press on your subscribe button. At this point, we have over 300 videos on our channel. It means you can come here and learn any topic of your choice: mathematics, physics, chemistry, any topic you have problem with. If you can comment below if you need our attention, online classes, more video, you want to request for a topic, you can comment below, or you contact this line. Now with this line, you can call us, you can WhatsApp us, and Telegram is allowed. You don't have the three. And meanwhile, you can also join our WhatsApp group, our Facebook group, and Instagram group page. Anyhow, okay, I'll be working on simple interest here. Simple interest. The outline of this video: simple interest itself, amount. Now, compound interest. It will be next video because it will be somehow complex and it will be much because of time. But on this video, I'll be working on simple interest itself, amount. Why compound interest will be moved to the next video. This will be moved to the next video, which it will generate two videos by formula and by normal, normal way without formula. This one will be by formula and without formula. Without formula. Take note of that. That is compound interest. Okay, now let's try to start. Let's start something very good. Now, when we talk about simple interest, you must understand something, understand the logic. It's very simple. Normally, as in mathematics, it starts from, as a mathematics concept, we know curriculum. It starts from elementary, which is a primary school level. Now, we all know that our interest equals to principal time rate divided by what? 100. Is this rate that carry the 100? Now, the same thing by saying that principal time and rate percent, because this will carry this and this are the same. Take note of that. Because of this percentage, we all know that percentage R percent means R all over 100, and they are functioning in a product form. That is why, please take note of that. This and this are the same. Take note of that. Now, from here, with help of our elementary mathematics, we call there's a topic called changing of subject of formula. Changing of subject of formula. With changing of subject of formula, I can change any of these two formula. Now, this is a subject now. The interest is a subject now, which is, I'm expressing this in terms of what? In terms of this. Now, I can now turn it to principal 100 equals to principal time rate. Now, this is 100 interest is the principal now. With this, I can divide both sides by what? Divide both sides by principal rate. Now, it means my interest will be equals to 100 all over what? Principal rate. Now, it means at this point, I've successfully generated my what? My time. I've generated my time. Now, note this. Note that principal is the principal, which is P. Let me call it principal. Is the amount that you begin from, the amount you paid at the beginning, or at the amount you invested on. Like if my brother dashed me, let me have the money here. If my brother dashed me 500 naira. Now, to start up or 50 naira to start up a business, it means my principal is 50 naira. That is very, very important. Which is start up. Let me use the word start up. Now, the next thing I will have interest. Okay, now time. Time is always yearly. Is in yearly. We call it annum. Annum. That is to be in form of what? it will be yearly. Now, which is annum. Now, which is that for time? It's always in a year basis. Now, why rate is to be in percentage? Rate is the rate at which that thing is being. Once is a rate of year, and the principal also, it will generate, the rate will be in what? Percent. That is why we have this 100. Please take note of this explanation. Now, there's nothing add in interest. There is nothing add in interest. Take note of that very well. Nothing add in interest. Now, what you just need to know in interest, ability to change subjects of the formula. And don't forget that my amount equals to principal plus interest. Principal plus what? Interest. Take note of that. Very, very important. And note that this is what? Normal. By formula now, amount by formula, it will be equals to, amount will be equals to principal, that will be what? P of 1 plus R% raised to power n. R% raised to power what? Power n. Now, when we talk about R%, it means now R%, I think this is rate percent. It's also the same thing of principal 1 bracket of R% powering what? N, which is also the same thing. Now, note that this is our principal, this is our 1. Why this is called rate, and n, the n is the number of year. The number of year. Now, if my n is 20, it means we are talking about 20. For instance, if n is 20, it means 20 years. That's that, all about that. And lastly, before I end, I know that in the next video I'll be working extensively on compound interest. But my compound interest, let me give an hint, because so that we have it in the form of introduction class to simple interest and others. Now, when we talk about compound interest, it will be equals to, compound interest is always equals to amount minus principal. Amount minus principal. Take note of that. Now, this is normal. If I want to go by formula, I can say that compound interest, it will be equals to principal bracket of 1 plus 1 all over, R over 100 bracket of n minus principal. Please take note of this very well. Very, very well. I've told you n is number of year and R is the rate, and this is principal. Which I can also say that principal mathematically is allowed. Principal is a bracket of 1 plus R all over 100 of n minus 1. Close bracket. Please, it's the same thing. They are the same, which is compound interest. Take note of all this. Now, with this, I think you can I've summarized the topic, which is compound interest. Now, let me give 1 or 2 examples on the interest, simple interest and amount before I go to the next video, which is going to be what? Compound interest. Now, look at this problem. Look at this question. Okay, look at this question. At what rate percent per annum will 550 naira yield a simple interest of 39 naira? 39 naira in 3 years. Now, look at this. Is a very simple one. Very, very simple. What you just need to know, at what rate, it means your rate is on question mark. Now, principal is 520 naira. which is the startup. Now, and also the simple interest, the interest is 39 naira. Now, what is our time is 3 years. Now, that is what you need to know. By so doing that, everything you need to know is, I can answer that what? Interest equals to what? Principal time rate all over 100. Which I can say that what? Principal, I cross multiply, which cross multiply. Or multiply both sides by what? By 100. Now, it will be equals to principal time rate. Now, we are looking for what rate? My R will be equals to 100 interest divided by principal time. Now, it means my rate will be 100 multiplied by what is our interest divided by principal 520 multiplied by my also what else is there? It will be 3 years. Now, we can see that 3, 3, 1 and 13. Now, which year will be 13? Year 1, year 13. And this will cancel this. Now, that will cancel that. And I'll be having 130 divided by 52. 130 divided by 52, which I'll be having 2 whole number. It means my rate equals to 2 whole number 1 over 2 percent. 1 over 2%. That is all my rate is. Now you can see that it's very, very simple to work towards that. Now before I leave this simple interest, let me show one more example on this part. Okay, now look at this question. It's also a simple. Okay, look at this question. How long will it take 2,600 naira to earn 520 naira at 5% per annum simple interest? Now, how long is the time? You are looking for the time solution to this problem. If you have something like this, it means the time you are talking about. It means the interest equals to principal time rate divided by 100. How long you are making the time subject. It means must cross multiply 100 rate equals to principal time. And now it means how long my T will be equals to 100 time interest principal rate. Now we all know that what my principal is 2,600, my interest is 520, and my rate is 5%. Now it means I'll be having time will be equals to 100 multiplied by 520 divided by 2,600 multiplied by 5, which all I need to do is already solved. Now all will be solved. So now I think what am I doing next? I think by multiplying together my time will be equals to 4 years. That is the long part. Now with this, I think you can understand simple interest very well. Now let me now talk about amount. Now it's time to talk about amount. When we talk about amount, as I said amount. Now my amount equals to principal plus interest. Take note of that. Principal plus interest. That is very, very important. Now, take note of this very well. Now, let me give a problem, a question to explain amount very well. Now, look at this question. Okay, look at this question. Find the amount if simple interest is paid on 34,220 naira in 5 years at as 6 odd number 1/4% per annum. Now, how do I solve this problem? The first thing I want you to understand that amount equals to plus interest. Amount equals to principal plus interest. Now, the interest equals to principal time rate all over 100. Take note of that. Now, it means my simple interest itself, my simple interest will be equals to, we all know our principal is 34,320 multiplied by rate is if I should take this to, that will be 30, and that will be, okay, it will be 20 times, that will be 25. 20 times 4 times, that will be 4 times this, it will be 24. 24, so that will be 25. 25 divided by 4 and multiplied by, what else am I talking about? I'm also talking about the 5 years divided by, or everything divided by 100. Now, the same thing by saying that what? By saying 4 multiplied by 100. Take note of that. The same thing by saying that. Now, hopefully by that I can answer that my simple interest, my interest will be equals to okay. Now by calculator I will be having 107.25. That is simple interest. Okay, since I have that, it means my amount equals to 34,000 plus 7,020, which it will be equals to 45,045. That is the amount. Can you see what amount is? Now, let me try to generate 1 or 2 word problem on this part. Can you see amount is very easy to get. Now look at this question. Look at this very simple question. It's a very nice one, but let's see how it works. A man invested 20,000 naira in a bank A and 25,000 naira in bank B. At the beginning of the year, bank A pays interest, simple interest at a rate of Y% per annum, and bank B pays 1.5% per annum. If his total interest at the end of the year, from the two banks was 4,600 naira, find the value of Y. This is a very good, this is a very good word problem. Let's try to tackle it, how it comes, solution to this problem. Now, if I were you, the first thing is I will have bank A and bank B. That is the first thing I will do. Now, principal on bank A is 20,000. That is the starting money. Principal on bank B is 25,000 naira. Now, the next thing is rate on bank A is Y%. You don't know it. Rate on bank B is 1.5%. And the time is 1 year. The time is 1 year. Now, since I have this, everything I need to do is simple. Now, what I need to do is that don't forget that this is the amount of from the two banks. From the two banks was 4,000 naira. Was 4,600 naira. Was 4,600 naira. It means 4,600 naira. It will be equals to simple interest on bank A plus simple interest on bank B. Now it means what I will just do to generate my Y, it will be 4,600 naira. It will be equals to what is my A? It means I'll be talking about simple interest is 20,000 multiplied by Y multiplied by Y multiplied by 1 divided by 100 plus 25,000 multiplied by 1.5 multiplied by 1 divided by 100. That is all I need to do. Now, by so doing this, I'll be having this, it will be 4,000, it will be equals to 200y plus, this will cancel this, 5.5, it will be 200y plus, okay. I didn't even have a complete question from the source. They said this is y percent. Sorry. If that is the case, I will have y in percent also. It means here will be 1.5y multiplied by 1. Take note of that. Sorry about that. The question changed to, the question is from the source, from the question I picked it from, it to be 1.5y. Now, which I will be talking about. This one will be 250 multiplied by 1.5y, which I'll be having now. It will be 4,600 equals to 200y plus, when I multiply that together, it will be 375y. 375y. Now, y on this other part, which is going to be what? 575y equals to 4,600. Now, it means my y divided by 4,600 divided by 575y. Now, by so doing that, it will be my y will be equals to 8%. My y will be equals to 8%. Since my y is 8%, now it means on the first year it will be 8%. That is the first year. Y R of the bank A, R of bank B, it will be 8% multiplied by 8% in percent. That is all about that. Now, I would like to give one more example on this part before I end it. Now, look at this question also. Okay, look at this word problem. P Naira invested for 4 years at R% simple interest per annum yields 0.36 P Naira interest. 0.3 P Naira interest. Find the value of R. Now, solution to this problem. When you have something like this, don't forget that we are still talking about interest equals to principal multiplied by time multiplied by rates divided by 100. Take note of that. Now, the T is 4. What else? Principal is P himself. That is the amount. And what else? And the rate, you don't know the rate. The rate also R%. Now, what you just need to do, and the interest himself equals to 0.34 naira, P naira. Now, that is the interest. Now, it means I'll be having 0.36 P equals to P multiplied by time is 4 multiplied by R divided by what? 100. Now, so doing it, I will be having this one will be it will be 36. Oh, for those that are not understanding, 0.36 P multiplied by 100 P multiplied by 4 multiplied by R. Now, divide both sides by 4P now. It means my R will be equals to, when you multiply these two, it will be 36P divided by P 4P. This will cancel this. Here, my R will be 9. That is 9%. That is what I'm to obtain there. Now, that's what I am to obtain there. Before I end this part, let me try to give one more word problem that will really help us to understand compound amount and simple interest very well. Look at this question. Now, look at this question. A civil servant obtained a loan of 350,000 naira. He is expected to pay back the loan over 4 years with a simple interest at a rate of 5% per annum. 5% per annum. 1. Calculate the simple interest on the loan. 2. How much did he pay back? 3. If this amount is paid back in monthly installments, how much did he pay back each month? Can't you see? It's a very nice question. You have to understand what is called installment very well. Now, if I'm to solve this question, the first thing is what? Simple interest. Our interest equals to principal time rate all over 100. Take note of that. Now, it means my interest will be equals to, how much is the money? The principal is 350,000. Let me write it down. Now, principal is 350,000 and time is 4 years. Rate is 5%. Now, interest is what I'm looking for. I have to cut this board into 2. And interest is on question mark. That is what I'm looking for. It means my interest will be equal to 350,000 multiplied by, I have 4 multiplied by 5 divided by 100, which I will be having. This will cancel this. Okay, it will be equals to, interest will be equals to 70,000. That is my interest, 70,000 naira. Now, number 2, how much did he pay back? The amount that he paid back will be equals to principal plus interest. Now, it means 350 amount will now be equals to 350,000 plus interest is 70,000. Now, since I have that, it will be equals to 420,000. Now, it means 420,000. That is what is paying back. Now, after that, now we are looking for the okay, number 3 now. The number 3 part, if this amount is paid back in monthly installment, how much did it pay back each month? Now, don't forget that a year equals to 12 months equals to 1 year. Now, 12 months make a year. Make a year. Now, once you know that 12 months make a year, it means I'll be talking about the installment will now be equals to now installment payment now installment payment will be equals to installment payment will be equals to the amount 420,000 divided by how many years is that? We're talking about 12 multiplied by how many years, which is going to be 4. 12 multiplied by 4. That is how we get the installment. By so doing this, by calculator, I'll be having, it means it will be equals to 8,750. 8,750 naira per month. That is the installment per month. It means every month he will be paying this amount every month. This is very common in our daily life. All these people that collect loans, you will understand what I'm trying to do. That's why I have to put this example amount. Don't forget, you are home with Further Solutions Academy. Once again, thanks for watching.